get a good tight shot of that right there. In case you idiots here can't read this, this says, hush. Now this might be fans bringing weapons, but since we're down in the butt crack of Alabama, I don't trust any of you pieces of trash, so I brought my own weapon. You got these three unprofessionals in the ring dressed in street clothes. They're gonna come out here for a street fight. We're gonna have a wrestling match, boys.
A wrestling match?
Now I was asked explicitly to control my baby out there, so I don't want to lose us to you. But if these gentlemen want you to find me at this show, I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to get you in.
Whoa!
So referee, go ahead, get control. The Cabana is on the swing, and we're going to go walk each and every one of these three and push you in the ground where you deserve to be.
Bold words ahead of the fans bring the weapon street fight. Tony Evans, Zach Johnson, Dos Papi, Esteban Diaz circling the ring now like ravaged dogs. Circling the dumpster divers and Donnie Primetime. And the fight breaking out. Cabana Man Dan complete with a bat. Saw Donnie Primetime come to the ring with a whip, and he spears Tony Evans right out of the ring.
Spilling all the way to the outside in the early seconds of this match. This is just to show how personal this feud has been between all 6 of these individuals. The Cortège have been beating down Donnie Primetime over the last several weeks, having to call in his old pals, the dumpster divers, to come in with the assist.
And now would be a great time to give a shout out to our brand new sponsors, Sheds Lighting, for providing these brand new ringside lights, making sure we are able to see all of the action. Donnie Primetime with the reversal sends Tony Evans face first into the post, and now
What has he got?
looking for a little blunt force trauma to Tony Evans right to the midsection.
Oh, goodness.
And now right across the back.
Other side of the ring.
Sturdy.
You see Cabana Man Dan with a pizza pan laying out Zach Johnson.
Cabana Man Dan and Zach Johnson have had their fair share of run-ins with one another. But ever since Zach Johnson has joined forces with the Cortège, it's been a much different Sling Blade for hire. Pizza pan to the back. In comes general manager Dump Sanders.
Oh, and the big man calls a shot and goes right for it.
Getting shades of Effie versus Dirty Dango back from Haas 2021.
What a callback.
We've had a lot of cool things happen, Rob. I'm glad to have you part of the journey.
I gotta say, I'm glad that we have opened up Anniversary 9 with the 3 most outrageous matches I've ever seen.
Look at this. Cabana Man Dan thumbtacks on the flip-flop.
Oh,
Rob, I've got a question to ask.
Don't worry about it.
I'll hold that thought. Dos Papi with the pizza pan to the face of Donnie Primetime, and now the Cortège standing tall.
And Tony Evans saving Zach Johnson from probably the worst pain he'd ever feel. You see he's got that bat in his hand now.
Right now, the Cortège with the numbers advantage. Dos Papi wisely keeping out Cabana Man Dan on the outside. So we see this new aggressive streak from Zach Johnson. Baseball bat to the jaw of Donnie Primetime. This right here is where the Cortège is at their most dangerous. and they have the numbers advantage. Cabana Man Dan looking to come to the aid of his friend, stomped out.
But this right here has what this has all been about. This has been Donnie Primetime versus every member of the Cortège, and they have turned the tide already in this six-man match.
Of course, the New South anniversary shows no stranger to the Cortège, albeit under different means this time around, under new leadership, as Tony Evans pushing the chair into the trachea of Donnie Primetime. There's nothing referee Garrett Kent can do.
Das Poppy stomping out the hands of General Manager Dump Sanders, Zach Johnson going to work on Cabana Man Dan on the outside.
You can certainly tell that Tony Evans studied under the tutelage of the King's Road Slayer, Derek Nill, the former leader of the Cortège. What many would say the greatest champion in New South history, a man that Donnie Primetime certainly familiar with, the man who Donnie beat for the New South Championship, only a count of one, says referee Garrett Kent.
And you can see that look on Donnie's face. He is fired up right now, that aggressive side of Donnie Primetime, that side that he needs. He needs to feed into the anger if he's gonna have any chance of defeating the Cortège tonight, and I think we're starting to see it come to the surface for Donnie.
This show has been all out mayhem, clubbing, blow, a sword fight here on the outside, a shot to the eye of Cabana Man Dan.
Badminton racket in the hands of Tony Evans. It's now Primetime in the ring with Esteban Diaz. I can see a chair just got introduced.
And speaking of eye, if you would like to hire yourself a private eye, please be sure to visit one of the official sponsors of Anniversary 9, Deep Investigations. Das Poppy now targeting the throat of Donnie Primetime once again.
There's a bowling pin in the hands of Donnie, or in the hands of Tony Evans, looking to drop it down on Donnie Primetime. Oh my goodness. I think Donnie might be out. He's not moving, Carmen.
Tony Evans in no hurry to pin Donnie Primetime. And the story of the match thus far has been the isolation of Donnie Primetime. You see, every time Cabana Man Dan tries to make his way back into the ring, he is halted. We haven't seen Dump Sanders for minutes. And Donnie Primetime left to suffer here. What does Tony have in mind here?
He's got a hold of Donnie. Fireman's carry while sitting on the top turnbuckle. Donnie trying to fight out of whatever the hell Evans has got in mind here, and it looks like Donnie's starting to get the upper hand.
Donnie teetering in position. Frankensteiner from the top. Sends Tony Evans flying.
Trying to turn things around, and speaking of Dump Sanders, here comes the general manager and Cabana Man Dan.
He keeps picking up frequent flyer miles like that. He may have a quick trip back to Kentucky as the dumpster divers now bouncing Tony Evans back and forth. Down goes Tony Evans. In comes Esteban Diaz and Zach Johnson.
All four men just throwing heavy shots. Esteban getting dropped by Cabana Man Dan. Zach Johnson tries to make his way over to Tony Evans, and Cabana Man Dan gives him a closer look.
This is an opportunity now for the Primetime dumpster divers to build some momentum. All three members of the Cortège in precarious position here. Speaking of shades of New South past, looking for the backpack splash.
Charges in and gets every bit of it on all three members of the Cortège.
At one point, the dumpster divers were the longest reigning New South tag team champions, and it's for reasons like that. Dump Sanders has them both goozled. Double choke slam to Johnson and Diaz.
Just got one left.
Assisted shipwrecks.
This gotta be it.
This is it. 2, 3, no. Tony Evans hanging in there.
That speaks volumes to the abilities of Tony Evans. We have seen maneuvers just like that put away so many foes that stood in the path of the dumpster divers. And what the hell is Dump thinking about? No, he's not.
You know, Tony Evans has won a lot of championships in his time, former OVW heavyweight champion. I'm not sure if he's seen anything quite like the sight of Dump Sanders making his way to the top rope. What the hell's going on? What does Tony Evans have in mind here? Clubbing blow to the back of Dump Sanders, going for a superplex. Now Dump Sanders is trimmed down. But still, that's a big man to be lifting overhead. Dump Sanders makes his way up. Looking for some high-risk offense somewhere we don't see Dump go often. Good God, look at the vertical leap there. Tony Evans with some sinister intentions here. There's no way. There's no way.
What the hell?
Absolutely no way. In front of hundreds in attendance, Tony Evans looking to make an anniversary memory.
No.
Oh my God. Teetering on the edge. Dump doing all he can to play defense. Oh my God! Dump Sanders dropped center of the ring from Tony Evans. That freakish strength.
Holy hell.
Cover is made. This is it. Barely.
Oh my God.
I have never seen anything like that. In my years in New South Pro Wrestling, I've never seen anybody manhandle Dump Sanders quite the way that Tony Evans just did. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker now from Esteban Diaz. And right now, this match is all the Cortège. Cover made from Poppy. Cabana Man Dan manages to kick out. I think everyone here in attendance is in awe, much like we are.
A loss for words is one way to put it.
Insanity. Pure insanity. Now, this is not a sight you want to see. Tony Evans, steel chair in hand, looking to swing for the fences. And if he does, it is lights out for Donnie. Primetime. Donnie does!
He nails Esteban! Super kick to Johnson!
This is with a chair off the ricochet. Hits himself, and now guitar in hand. Ain't he great? This is your moment, Donnie. Donnie has been on a string of bad luck on the anniversary shows, looking to secure a victory.
Trying to put Zach Johnson away.
With that thumb tack, flip-flop. Doomsday Device connects. Shining Wizard. In the prime time, Dumpster Divers have done it. A night full of incredible moments. Donnie Primetime showing everyone his salsa here, and everybody loves Donnie's band as the Dumpster Divers in Donnie Primetime stand tall.
What an unbelievable fans bring the weapon street fight. We're just a few matches in, and anniversary has already proven to be can't miss in every way.
We've already seen stars of New South past, present, and future. And Big Dave has issued an open challenge to anyone from New South's past. Dave has been on a bit of a losing streak, looking to correct course. Can he do it? We'll find out up next.